Monday morning's episode of Live with Kelly and Mark was supposed to be business as usual, bright lights, warm smiles, and the familiar comfort viewers have welcomed into their homes for decades. But almost immediately, something felt different. What unfolded was not just another episode of daytime television. It was a quiet, emotional roller coaster, layered with humor, vulnerability, and moments that hinted at deeper truths beneath the polished surface. From the opening seconds, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos carried themselves with their signature chemistry. The banter was there, the laughs landed, yet beneath it all, a subtle tension lingered, one that longtime viewers couldn't ignore. Kelly, ever the heartbeat of the show, guided the conversation with practiced ease. Her wit was sharp, her timing impeccable. But between jokes, there were pauses, small glances, a softness in her voice that suggested more than what was being said aloud. Mark, seated beside her, not just as co-host but as husband, matched her rhythm, calm, supportive, steady. His presence felt intentional, grounding the moment in a way that went beyond television roles. This wasn't just live, this was life, unfolding quietly in real time. As the episode progressed, discussions turned reflective. Careers, longevity, the weight of showing up every single day. Kelly spoke candidly about endurance, about how staying present in the public eye for so long demands more than energy, it demands resilience. For over 20 years, Kelly Ripa has been the face of morning television. She has navigated co-host changes, shifting networks, industry upheaval, and relentless public scrutiny. Now, with Mark by her side, the dynamic has changed, but the pressure hasn't disappeared. Mark addressed that balance with honesty. He spoke about stepping into the role not just as a professional, but as a partner who understands the unseen emotional labor behind the smiles. His words weren't dramatic, but they were meaningful. And that's where the episode quietly hit home. There was no announcement, no shocking reveal, just a shared understanding that something is evolving. Viewers watched as Kelly reflected on growth, not just professionally but personally, on knowing when to push forward and when to pause. Her voice softened as she spoke about gratitude, about family, and about how priorities shift with time. The studio audience felt it, so did the viewers at home. This wasn't a farewell episode, but it felt like a moment of reckoning, a gentle acknowledgement that even the most consistent figures in television are human. They feel exhaustion, they reassess, they change. Mark's role throughout the episode stood out, not overpowering, not performative, simply present, a reminder that behind the brand of Live with Kelly and Mark is a real marriage navigating life in the spotlight. The humor returned, of course, it always does. Kelly's laugh still filled the room, the smiles still shined, but the emotional undercurrent remained, a quiet honesty that made the episode resonate more than expected. For fans, it was a reminder of why Kelly has endured, not just because of her talent, but because of her authenticity, and why Mark's presence matters, not as a replacement or reinvention, but as reinforcement. By the final moments, nothing had technically changed, and yet everything felt slightly different. Live with Kelly and Mark has always thrived on connection, on familiarity, on trust. Monday's episode leaned into that truth, showing that even in the world of bright lights and scripted segments, real emotion still finds a way through. And perhaps that's why it lingered. Because behind the polished set and morning show laughter, viewers were reminded of something powerful. Television may be live, but the feelings behind it are real. For the Daily Show24, this wasn't just another episode recap. It was a glimpse into a chapter quietly turning, one moment, one pause, one shared look at a time.